Over the last 4 videos, you've learned more about why you fall and how to stop it than most people are ever told in their lives. You know the nervous system that fails first. You know the 90-millisecond reflex that catches you. You know how your feet and your shoes feed it information. And you know that your balance gets stronger only when you challenge it, not when you protect it. Now we put all of it together into one simple plan you can start today. Here's the promise, and it is backed by real research. If you follow a structured, balance-challenging program for about a month, most older adults see measurable improvement: steadier standing, a faster recovery step, more confidence on their feet. The large reviews of fall prevention research are remarkably consistent on this. The people who improve are not the ones who found a secret exercise. They are the ones who did the right kind of training, in the right small dose, consistently for long enough to matter. 30 days is enough to feel the difference begin. This is not a hard program. It is not an hour a day. It is a handful of minutes most days, woven into the life you already live. The same idea we've come back to again and again. What makes it work is not intensity. It's that it's structured. It starts where you are, it progresses a little each week, and it doesn't stop. And let me take the pressure off right now, because fear of doing it wrong stops more people than anything else. You do not need to be fit to start this. You do not need to already have good balance. If you did, you wouldn't need the program. You do not need special equipment, a gym, or anyone's permission. If you can stand at your kitchen counter, you can begin week 1 today exactly as you are. Every single exercise in this plan can be made easier or harder, so it meets you wherever you're standing right now. There's no level too low to start from. The only mistake is not starting. So today, I'm going to hand you the whole thing. 4 weeks, week by week, with exactly what to do, how to keep it safe, and how to know it's working. Get a chair and a clear stretch of counter ready, because by the end of this, you'll have everything you need to begin. Let's build your steadiest month. Most people, when they decide to work on their balance, do a scattered handful of exercises for a week or 2, feel like nothing's changing, and quietly stop. The exercises weren't wrong. The approach was. Here's why a structured plan changes everything. The first reason is progression. Your balance improves by being pushed just past comfortable over and over. But just past comfortable is a moving target. What challenges you in week 1 is easy by week 3. A plan builds that in. Each week asks a little more. So you're always training at the edge where improvement happens, never coasting on something that's become too easy. The second reason is consistency. The research is blunt about this. The studies that show real reductions in falls involve balance training kept up over time. Not a burst of effort that fades. A plan turns a vague intention into a daily habit, small enough to actually keep. A few minutes attached to things you already do, the kettle, the bathroom sink, the morning coffee, beats a heroic session you do once and dread repeating. The third reason is safety. Random challenge can be reckless challenge. A plan starts you at a level that's safe for where you are right now, with support always within reach, and only adds difficulty once the level before it is genuinely solid. You're never asked to do something your body isn't ready for. There's one more practical advantage, and it matters more than people expect. A plan removes the daily decision. Most exercise quietly dies not from difficulty but from deciding. Every day you have to choose what to do, how much, whether you can be bothered, and most days the answer drifts toward later. A plan makes that choice for you. You already know that today is a week 2 day, and exactly what a week 2 day looks like. There's nothing to decide, only to do. That single shift from deciding to following is the difference between the people who improve and the people who meant to. And there's a quieter fourth reason. A plan gives you proof. When you can see that the thing that wobbled you in week 1 is steady by week 4, the fear starts to lift. And as we covered last time, lifting that fear is itself part of the cure. You're not just training your body. You're rebuilding your trust in it, one small success at a time. So that's what this is. 4 weeks, each building on the last, each safe, each small enough to keep. Before we start week 1, let me give you the whole system in a single minute, so you understand what every exercise is actually for. Everything in this program trains one of 4 things. If you understand these 4, you understand exactly why each exercise matters. Pillar 1 is your reactive reflex. This is the fast automatic step your body fires to catch you when you're caught off guard. The heart of the second video. It's the difference between a stumble and a fall, and it only stays fast if it's triggered regularly. So the program includes work that makes you genuinely catch yourself. Pillar 2 is your foot and ankle system. Your feet are sensors, and your ankles are the first thing that corrects when you start to tip. The third video. Cushioned shoes and weak feet blunt both. So the program includes barefoot work, foot strengthening, and varied surfaces to keep that information sharp. Pillar 3 is your strength and stability. The simple ability to hold a position and control your weight as it shifts. Strong legs and an active core give your reflexes something solid to work with. So the program includes weight shifting and single leg work that builds real control. Pillar 4 is your nervous system and confidence, the first and fourth of videos together. Your brain runs all of this. It stays trainable at any age, and fear quietly switches it off. So the program is built to give you small, repeated successes that tell your nervous system, we've got this. Here's the part that ties them together and makes this work when scattered exercises don't. These 4 pillars don't operate alone. They hand off to each other in a fraction of a second every time you catch yourself. Your feet feel the tip, your nervous system reads it, your reflex fires the step, and your strength lands it. A weak link anywhere breaks the chain, which is why training just one thing, only strength or only a single balance pose, leaves you exposed. This program trains all 4, and it trains them to work as a team, because that handoff, smooth and fast, is what balance actually is. Reflex, feet, strength, and the nervous system that runs them. 4 pillars. Every single thing you're about to do trains at least one of them, and the weeks are arranged so that by the end, you've built all 4, and the steady, confident way of moving that comes from having them work together. Now let's begin. Week 1. Week 1 is about gently switching everything back on. Low challenge, high consistency. The goal this week is simply to show up every day and reintroduce your body to balance. Nothing here should feel scary. Why it works, in one sentence: a system that's been protected and avoided needs a calm reintroduction before it can be pushed. And the fastest gains often come in the first week simply from asking the body to balance again at all. Here's your daily week 1 routine. It takes about 5 minutes. 1, barefoot wake up 2 minutes. At your counter, fingertips resting in bare feet. Rock your weight slowly forward onto the balls of your feet, then back onto your heels, then gently side to side. Feel the floor. This reopens the sensory channel from your feet, from the third video. 2, feet together hold 1 minute. Still at the counter, bring your feet together side by side and notice your ankles begin to work. Hold for comfortable stretches, rest, repeat. This is your gentle introduction to challenge from the fourth video. 3, slow weight shifts, 1 minute. Shift your weight fully onto one foot until the other is light. Hold a moment, return, and switch. This begins your strength and control pillar 3. 4, 3 gentle catches, 1 minute. Standing safely at the counter, sway yourself a small, controlled amount off-center and let yourself step or correct to recover. Just 3 gentle on purpose. This is the very first smallest dose of your reactive reflex, pillar 1. Do this every day for 7 days. That's the whole week. Don't add anything. Don't push harder. This week is about the habit and the reawakening. If it feels easy, good. Easy and consistent is exactly what week 1 is supposed to be. A few honest things to expect this first week so nothing surprises you. Your feet might feel a little tender after the barefoot work. That's normal waking up, and it settles within days. You may notice your balance is worse than you hoped on day 1. That is not failure, it's your starting line. and it's exactly the thing that's about to improve. And some days you'll forget or feel you can't be bothered. On those days, do just the 2-minute footwork and call it done. A tiny session you actually do beats a full one you skip. The whole game in week 1 is simply this: don't break the chain. 7 days in a row of showing up, however small, and you've already built the thing most people never do. By week 2, your body has remembered how to balance, and it's ready for a little more. This week we reduce your support and start building real strength and real reactive steps. Why it works in one sentence. Now that the system is awake, progressively taking away support and adding genuine stepping forces, the muscles and reflexes to do more of the work themselves, which is the actual stimulus that makes them stronger and faster. Your daily week 2 routine, about 7 minutes. 1. Barefoot wake up shorter. Keep the 2-minute footwork from week 1. It stays in every week. It's the foundation. 2. Fingertips, then hover. Repeat your feet together hold and weight shifts, but now move from your whole hand on the counter to just fingertips, and on your steadiest days to a hand hovering just above it. Giving the work back to your body is the progression. 3. Add the single leg stand. Holding your support, lift one foot just off the floor and hold for a few seconds, then switch. Build toward fingertip support as it gets easier. This is real strength and control. 4. Real reactive steps. This week, make your catches bigger and less predictable. If you have a willing partner, have them give you a small, gentle, unannounced nudge at the shoulder while you stand safely. Exactly the partner work from the second video. On your own, sway further off-center before you recover. 5 to 8 catches, 7 days of this. You should notice by the end of the week that feet together feels boring and your single leg stand is steadier. That boredom is your signal. You're ready for week 3. Week 3 is where your balance gets genuinely robust. Because this week we stop training on easy, flat, predictable ground and start preparing you for the real world, which is none of those things. Why it works in one sentence: real falls happen on uneven ground while you're distracted, when your vision is poor. So deliberately training under those harder conditions safely is what makes your steadiness hold up when it actually counts. Your daily week 3 routine, about 8 minutes. Keep everything from week 2 and add these challenges, always near support. 1. Take away your vision briefly. During your feet together hold and single leg work, gently close your eyes for a few seconds at a time, fingertips resting for safety. With vision off, your brain is forced to rely on your feet and inner ear, a powerful way to sharpen the whole system. 2. Train on a surface that talks back. Add a textured mat or a folded towel under your feet for your standing work, or do part of your routine on a foam pad near the counter. Uneven, giving surfaces flood your feet with the information. Cushioned floors never do. 3. Add a second task. While you balance, do one extra thing. Toss a small ball hand to hand. Hold a conversation. Turn your head as if looking around a room. Real life never gives you balance tasks one at a time, and this dual task work from the second video is what carries over to walking through a busy world. If week 3 feels like a real step up, that's because it is. And it's worth knowing why it matters so much. Almost no fall happens while you're standing still on a clean, flat, well-lit floor, paying full attention. Falls happen in the gap between easy practice and messy reality. The rug edge, the dark hallway, the moment you turn to answer the phone. Every challenge this week, the closed eyes, the soft surface, the second task, is you deliberately closing that gap, teaching your balance to hold up in exactly the conditions where it usually fails. This is the week that turns a steady in the kitchen into steady in life. This is the hardest week and the most rewarding. Stay near your support, keep breathing, and respect the rule we'll cover at the end. Challenge to the edge of steady, never past it. 7 days and you will feel genuinely different on your feet. Week 4 has a different job. The first 3 weeks built your balance. This week makes it permanent, because a program you finish and forget gives back everything you gained. The goal now is to weave this into your daily life so it never stops. Why it works in one sentence: the research is clear that the benefits fade if the training stops, so the difference between a temporary improvement and a permanent one is simply building the habit into things you'll do for the rest of your life anyway. Here's how you make it stick. 1. Attach it to your day. Stop thinking of this as a session. Do your feet together hold while the kettle boils. Practice single leg stands while brushing your teeth. Do a few reactive catches at the counter before breakfast. Take your shoes off and feel the floor when you get home. Scattered through the day, it stops being a chore and becomes just how you live. 2. Keep raising the bar gently. The rule never changes. When something becomes easy, make it a little harder. Less support, longer holds, eyes closed for longer. A softer surface, a bigger catch. Your balance will keep improving for as long as you keep gently asking it to. 3. Take your steadiness into the world. Walk on the grass instead of always the path. Use the stairs with a light hand on the rail instead of avoiding them. Carry the groceries and feel your body adjust. The point of all this was never the counter drills. It was a life you move through freely and without fear. By the end of week 4, the program isn't something you do. It's part of who you are. A person whose balance is being looked after every day, a little at a time for good. Before you start, the rules that keep this safe, they're simple and they matter. Always work near solid support, a counter, a sturdy chair, a wall within arm's reach. Always on clear, dry ground. Challenge yourself to the edge of steady, never past it. A little wobble is the medicine. Real fear is the sign you went too far. Keep breathing. Tension makes you stiff, and stiffness makes you less stable. And progress only when the level before it is genuinely solid. There's no prize for rushing. And the honest medical note, the same one every video in this series carries. If you have a condition that affects your balance, significant neuropathy, a balance disorder, recent surgery, very low blood pressure on standing, or if you're acutely unwell, talk to your doctor or a physical therapist before you begin, and let them set your safe starting point. This program is built to be gentle and progressive, but you know your body and your history, and your care team knows them too. How will you know it's working? You'll feel it. Feet together that wobbled you in week 1 will feel solid. Your recovery step will come faster and surer. You'll reach, turn, and step without that flicker of worry. Those are the real measures, and they're yours to feel. And after day 30, you don't stop. Day 30 is not a finish line. It's the moment this became normal. Keep the habits. Keep nudging the difficulty. Keep living a little braver. Your balance will hold for as long as you keep asking it to. So here we are, at the end of everything we set out to do. 5 videos ago, falling felt like something that just happens as you age. Random, frightening, out of your hands. Now you know the truth. It isn't random, it isn't inevitable, and it is very much in your hands. You understand the system, and you have a plan to build it. That is more power over this than most people ever get. If this series has helped you, or someone you love, share this last video with them. Give them the whole plan, not just the worry. And start your 30 days today, not Monday, not next month. Today, at your counter, with 2 quiet minutes. That's all it takes to begin. This is the end of our fall prevention series, but it's the beginning of the bigger story of your health after 60. Because staying upright is one thing. Keeping the bones underneath you strong is another. In the next series, we go deep on what's really happening to your bones after 60 and how to keep them dense, resilient, and unbreakable. Subscribe, and I'll see you there. Senior Health Secrets. Science you can actually use.